friends, it's jaybleurose, but you guys can call me Jay. And hi! It has been a while since I've done a sit down or just anything. So the time of this recording, I think it's been close to about 6 months since the last time that I did a YouTube video. And it's not because anything crazy has been going on or anything like that. It's more so just been like I haven't been inspired to film anything kind of thing. But that being said, a few months ago, actually two months ago, March 7th was my birthday, and I turned 23 this year, and for my 23rd birthday my mother bought me a 23&Me kit, which I don't think she did on purpose. It was more so of a thing that like we were talking about, and it just kind of it was an accidental pun, but it was like cool. I have looked at my results already. We did it and when they came in the following month, because she bought it for me on my birthday and it came in the next month. Oh no, it came in like a week or so later, and then after that was a month until the results were in, because you know how it goes, guys. 23&Me, they send you a kit, you get a tube, you spit in it, you send it back, whatever. We're not here to do all that. There are plenty of videos out there of people doing all that. I'm not gonna spit in a tube on camera for you guys. If that's what you want to see, you've come to the wrong channel, sorry. But we did look at the results, but we kind of just perused them. We didn't really read into them or like sit down and look at them. We just kind of were like, oh, that's interesting, or oh, that's interesting. So I thought today would be a great day, as good a day as any really, to sit down and actually go in depth on my results and kind of see what is and what is not, like what does and what does not make sense to me and all that good stuff. Because I have heard from a lot of people that for African Americans and minorities, that these are not always the most correct. And for me, someone who comes from a family with a really rich oral history, I can tell that there are some things that are not correct. So I thought it would be interesting to sit down and look at these things. So let's start with the ancestry. So I, according to this, am 79% sub-Saharan African, which once again makes a lot of sense to me, and 19.4% European and 1.1% East Asian Native American. All of that is very, very good. That is literally exactly what I expected it to be. So there's nothing really interesting here for me, because like I said, I come from a very orally rich family and I know where my family came from. So let's not spend time on ancestry. That's not really that interesting. As you guys can see, I was more interested in the health reports that they had with this kit than the ancestry that they had with this kit, mainly because I was just curious of what kind of variants there were that they could detect, or that they claimed that they could detect, because I'm still not completely sold on this. But you know, it is what it is. I have a lot of variants not detected, which is not unusual. My family is very healthy, so this is probably going to be very boring. But in the past 12 or 15 years, I would say that there has not been a death of natural causes or death of old age in my family. Certainly not on my mother's side by far. But I do apparently have an increased risk of age-related macular degeneration right up at the very top. So let's go ahead and click on that and see what that's all about, because I'm curious. Okay, so I have both of the genetic variants they tested for this particular thing, and it is, what is it? Age-related macular degeneration, AMD, is the most common cause of irreversible vision loss. Oh, gee, thanks, you don't say. I'm blind as shit, guys. That's not a surprise at all. Yeah, I've been told that my eyes are abnormally large, especially for an African American, which it's a strange thing, I know, but I've been told that on multiple occasions by multiple doctors that my eyes are abnormally large, especially for my race. So therefore I have to get dilated constantly so that they can check my retinas, because they're looking for retina detachment. So yeah, I'm blind as shit. But this, not a real big surprise. Slightly disappointed. Let's keep scrolling. What else do we have? We just have a shit ton of variants not detected. I'm really boring, guys. Okay, they have a wellness report. That should be interesting. So, alcohol flush reaction, unlikely to flush. I don't know what that means. Genetic factors help explain why some people flush red in the face after drinking a small amount of alcohol. Well, I'm dark skinned, so that's the main reason why I don't flush. People who experience flushing may also experience unpleasant symptoms like headache, nausea, and sleepiness. Okay, well, that is, I have a GG, which means I'm unlikely to flush. I think that just means that I'm dark skinned, guys. I don't... yeah, it's common, most common in East Asian, Southeastern Asian, and Central Asians. That makes sense, because a lot of Asians actually have a problem that they don't process alcohol correctly. I think I heard that, I think Markiplier talked about it on his channel a while back, which is why he can't drink alcohol, because he has like a rampant version of it. But yeah, okay. Well, that's interesting, but once again, not too interesting, not something that I was particularly concerned about. Caffeine consumption, likely to consume more. This is interesting. This is interesting because I don't drink coffee. I am a natural up in the morning. I don't drink a lot of sodas. This is actually juice. Yeah, y'all were wondering what was in my cup. It's just juice. Calm down. What makes some people caffeine fanatics? Based on your genetics, you are likely to drink slightly more caffeine than average if you drink caffeine at all. So I guess this is kind of like most people drink 2,000, oh good God, 2,000. Most people drink 25, oh my gosh, I can't English. So it looks like most people drink 256 milligrams per day, which seems like a fucking lot. And if I were to start drinking caffeine, I would drink about 266 milligrams per day. I do not drink that much caffeine. I have Monsters on, I'd say I have a Monster about once a month. And I drink soda rarely. Usually only when I go out to eat will I drink soda. And that's only if people have like, they don't have tea or they don't have like cranberry juice. Because that's for some reason my go-to when I go out to eat with friends. I usually have, I'll have an alcoholic beverage, and then I will usually have like a juice or water to balance it out, because most of the time I'm driving and you gotta be responsible. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm trying to think. Usually in the winter, when I have to get up early in the morning to go to work, because I go to work really early in the morning, I usually will have a cup of tea early in the morning, but that actually has less caffeine in it than a cup of coffee. And during the summer, I drink smoothies in the morning. So this is, yeah, see, maximum healthy amount, 3 cups of coffee versus 8 cups of black tea. I prefer green tea with a spoonful of honey and 2 spoonfuls of sugar. Next, deep sleep. Less likely to be a deep sleeper. That is true. That is very, very true. I actually usually wear a Fitbit. Right now I have like a Galagone cyst that's going down. Galagone cysts are basically when joint fluid escapes from your joints and pools like in a little bump type thing on your wrist or in other places. It's fine. They're not painful unless they're pressing on a nerve. And this one has been, I had it for about 2 or 3 weeks and it's going down. But I usually wear a Fitbit on this wrist, and I stopped wearing the Fitbit, so ooh, I'm popular. But I'm not gonna reply to that because I'm talking to you. Anyways, I usually wear a Fitbit on this wrist, and I took it off so that way my cyst would go down. I don't know why they call it a cyst, because it's not really a cyst, it's just a lump. But fun. And yes, I am not a deep sleeper. I never go into deep sleep. All of the times that I've tracked my sleep, I never go into deep sleep. And if I do go into deep sleep, I'm in deep sleep for less than half an hour on average. So that is true. That is true. Genetic weight, predisposed to weigh above average. Huh. That's peculiar. That's peculiar to me. Your genes influence not just your weight, but also the impact of different healthy habits. This doesn't mean your weight will definitely be average. I guess because that means, okay, and then they answer the question. Because I was about to say, well, what is average? Average is 168 pounds for a 23-year-old 5'7" female, which is, I am 5'7", and I do not weigh 168 pounds. I'm actually only, the last time I weighed myself, I was about 135, and that's usually where I go. I usually fluctuate between 130 and 140. Let's see, lactose intolerant, likely intolerant. I had ice cream this morning. I did. I had ice cream this morning. I am not lactose intolerant from my knowledge, but I also have a very ironclad stomach. I don't throw up easily. If something is wrong, like if I get food poisoning, it's coming out the other end, and that might be TMI, but I mean, fuck it. I do not throw up unless it's a serious situation. Like if it's like killing me, if it's like poisoning me from the inside, it'll come up it'll come up. But most of the time, if I eat something that's not particularly good or something that doesn't agree with me, it just pushes it down, and I'll go right to the bathroom. Muscle composition, common in elite power athletes. What is a power athlete? Is common in sprinters and endurance athletes, differ in composition. Okay, so what is most common in elite power? Common results for elite power athletes, uncommon. Okay. just stomping through the, okay, so let's see. What do we have? Slow twitch fibers, fast twitch fibers. Let's see, endurance athletes tend to have more, well, power athletes, including, can't English, power athletes, including sprinters, throwers, and jumpers, tend to have more fast twitch move. You know what I'm talking about. These thingies. Okay. Huh. So I guess I'm like, huh. Honestly, once again, I can't tell you. I do run. As a part of my workout routine. However, I usually run 2-3 miles. So I guess I would consider myself a distance runner. I've never really tried sprinting, but I guess this is saying that I would be better at sprinting. I've never tried throwing or jumping either, so I don't really know, but I guess that's something that I'll have to give a try. Saturated fat and weight, likely similar weight. Sleep movement, likely more than average movement. I'm not really curious about the saturated fat and weight because they weren't right about the genetic weight. But I am curious about the sleep movement. Let's see. Numbers of sleep movement per hour. The average is 12. My result was 16. So, tend to move about 16 times an hour during sleep. 16 times an hour. Oh, wow, that's a lot. I don't think that's true. There are too many times when I've woken up in the same exact position as I went to sleep. And I have a cat. So that would mean that I would definitely know I've been moving because she sleeps through the night with me along with my dog. And we sleep in the same bed, usually in the same position. Usually I sleep either on my side or on my back, and she sleeps either here on my chest or here on my side. And when I wake up in the morning, usually she's still in the same area. Now, I'm not saying that my cat is a sleeper, like she sleeps through the night like she's perfect or whatever, but she also is not very nice about being moved, and she will meow and complain and grumble. So I feel like if she were being disturbed by my sleeping movements, that she wouldn't sleep on the bed with me. And I definitely know my dog wouldn't, because China will get up in the middle of the night and go sleep in the other room if it's hot, if it's too noisy. Like, she just doesn't like to be bothered when she's trying to sleep because we're on a schedule. So yeah, I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's accurate at all. Alright, so let's look at traits. Alright. Ability to match musical pitch. More likely to be able to match a musical pitch. Yes. I'm not tone deaf, even though I don't think I'm talented. I'm not good at singing. I don't think I'm tone deaf. So yeah. Asparagus odor detection. Likely can smell. I love asparagus. I use it all the time. It does have a smell. It is great. Bitter taste. Likely can taste. I can taste bitter things. I love lemons. Lemons taste amazing. Cheek dimples. Likely no dimples. I guess not. Wait. How do you tell if you have... Where are dimples? Oh, I can't English. Where are... Oh, you know what? Let's just Google cheek dimples. Okay, they're like these little imprints. It's a small natural indent that you get when you smile. No, I don't have dimples. I also don't smile a lot. So yeah, no, I don't have dimples. I wonder. Cilantro taste aversion. Slightly higher odds of disliking cilantro. That is incorrect, friend. I like cilantro. I love cilantro. It's great. It's used to decorate a lot of foods, and cilantro doesn't taste like much to me, to be honest. So, cleft chin. Likely no cleft chin. That is correct. I have a very, very round chin. Even though I've been told I have a strong jawline, I don't see it. I think I have a very like rounded face. Dandruff. More likely to get dandruff. I mean, no tea, no shade, not really. My mother does though. My mother does. But that's also because I'm more detailed with my hair care routine than my mother is by far. My mom is just like my mom's very old school. My mom is definitely of a different generation. My mom's in her 60s. So I'm in my 20s. You do the math. So yeah, she's the kind of person who would just wash her hair every other weekend and, you know, full shampoo and condition every single time, greases her scalp maybe when she feels like it, and puts lotion, like regular hand lotion, in her hair when her scalp or hair feels dry. I'm way more in depth with my hair routine. So yeah, I don't get a lot of dandruff, but I can't say that it's because of my genetics or if that's because of my hair care routine. So I don't really know, but that is peculiar. But my mom does, so they might be onto something. Earlobe type. Likely detached earlobes. No, I think my earlobes are considered attached. I am gonna say that they're wrong on that. Likely wet earwax. No. No, I don't ever stick my like finger in my ear and think, oh, that's wet. I don't, but then again, like I wash my ears, so I don't get a lot of earwax either. I wash my ears in the shower. People who use Q-tips, it's gross. Don't do it. Like, I know that there's ways to clean using Q-tips that's safe, but literally you're just shoving it into your ear. Just get in the shower, tilt your head under the shower, and just massage your head. And then like let the water out and then clean. You know, just don't dig in your ear. It's not good for you. Jesus Christ. Eye color, likely brown or hazel. My eyes are brown. Fear of heights, more likely than average to be afraid of heights. You got me so wrong, bruh. I love heights. I love roller coasters. I love rappelling. I love bungee jumping. I love that shit. I live for that shit. No. So absolutely not. You got me so wrong, fam. Oh my gosh, literally was it last Thanksgiving or the Thanksgiving prior? My family and I, we went to this like treetop glider thing, and I might be confusing it with something else, but basically it's where you go from treetop to treetop, and they have like these, you go in, you get on a lift, and it puts you in one treetop, and then you're like zip lining. It's not gliding, it's zip lining. and you're zip lining from one tree area to the next, and you can do all these crazy tricks. You can go backwards. It's so great. And basically you're really high up and you're just in a rope seat, or like in a seat that's usually made from rope. You're in a rope seat and it's just, you're de-linked to a tree, and you just better hope that nobody fucking pushes you and you fall and it breaks. But I love that shit. I love that shit. So yeah, no. I am not afraid of heights. Finger length ratio. Likely ring finger longer. Longer than what? Longer than this dick. Palm readers believe in the future. Yeah, okay. Oh, longer than your index finger. Let's see. I think both of my index fingers are relatively the same length, so if we match them up, my nails are not the best right now, but I would actually say that my index finger and my ring finger are probably, I would say they're about the same height. I would say that they're wrong on this one. I don't think so. I think they're the same height. Freckles, likely little freckles. What is your definition of freckles? No, I have sunspots, obviously, like a lot of black people, but I don't have like the traditional like freckles. Okay guys, so there was a lot more material and reading stuff, but this video is already really long and none of it was really all that interesting, so I'm gonna cut the video here. I would recommend 23&Me's wellness and ancestry thing for a gift, but as someone who really already knew a lot of her history and a lot of my health concerns, I guess you could say, like family-wise, it really wasn't that interesting. So like I said, I think it would be better for a gift. It's not something that I would personally invest in myself. Like, it's not, this kit was nearly $200. I wouldn't spend $200 on it myself, but my mom got it for me, and that's the only reason why. So let me know down in the comments if you guys have ever done an ancestry and if you thought it was worth it, because I'm sure that if you didn't know anything about yourself, it was probably way more worth it. I didn't have anything because somebody who, I don't have any like history in my family of unhealthiness. That's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. So there was really nothing that I was looking for, and obviously they met my expectations of there being nothing. So definitely let me know what you guys thought, or if you guys have done this before. But that's all I have for today. So as always, I will see you lovely demons later.